Hello friends and neighbors, boys and girls. Let's talk about the future a little bit today. Years ago when I was a young buck with too much energy and such, went out and bought me a Stihl 049 chainsaw. Boy, wasn't I happy to get me a real chainsaw. And that thing would eat up a tree like crazy, and it was a wonderful thing. But in my older age, slinging them big heavy chainsaws with all the noise that they make, and you know, you get gas smell and oil smell, and you get gas and oil all over everything, which makes a lot of dirt and a lot of dust and a lot of stuff, and it gets to be really messy. And then you use your chainsaw and you put it away, and when you go back to use it again, it won't crank because the gas in the carburetor is done turned into shellac, and then you have to take the carburetor apart and clean it out and put it back together and then hope it's going to run. And then after you get it running and you use it and you put it away, it's probably not going to run next time you get it. Well, that was yesterday. We're going to talk about the future. The future is not that. It's this. This is a Ryobi, little Ryobi chainsaw, 14-inch blade. Seems to have a little hesitation. I don't know if it's because I didn't put that all the way in or what. Maybe you just have to hold it right. So you have to learn a little bit about how to use it, but it's lighter, it's cleaner, it's quieter, and it doesn't have a carburetor to gum up. And in my book, that's a good deal. Now this particular one has a 6 AH battery. Now I don't know what AH stands for. It might stand for awesome hickey doodle. Okay, so it has 6 awesome hickey doodles. The battery it comes with this is a 4 AH, meaning it has 4 awesome hickey doodles, but it's a 40-watt Ryobi battery that's rechargeable. So I can, and of course this one's a little heavier than the other one, but hey, I can handle it because I'm a manly man. But this is what I'm going with at this stage in my life, rather than buying me another gas-powered chainsaw. Now my wife just recently said she wanted a push lawnmower. She likes to cut the grass with a push lawnmower. She likes to get the exercise. I will jump on my big John Deere tractor and I mow all the grass in that field over there, and all the grass in that field over there, and all the grass in this yard, and all the grass up at the end of the road where the storage area is, where that great big long field is, with my big old John Deere lawnmower. And I love doing that, and I'm fine with it. But my wife, she wants an eensy teensy little, you know, well, it doesn't have to be eensy or teensy, but she just wants a push mower. And it makes sense to me to get her an electric battery powered push mower. So I bought her a Ryobi push mower, and it uses this big awesome hickey doodle 6. It uses this battery, but it will take either one of them. So right now I've got the lawnmower battery in this because it was the one that was hot, and I got the one that she used the other day in hers because it's not as hot. So I said all that just to say all that, but now I'm going to go cut a bunch of these trees. Now I'm not cutting big gigantical trees, and I'm not a lumberjack, and I've been up on the Golden Road. I've been up in Maine where they chop down these big gigantic trees and haul them down the road. I'm just going to cut a little, you know, some of the undergrowth over here behind my camper, and this is all I need for that, and I'm happy with this for that. So that's what I came here to say, is that I think this is the future. And some of y'all ain't gonna like that. Some of y'all got political feelings about the future, and you don't think that anything with a battery and electricity is in the future. But they said the same thing when they invented the automobiles and replaced the horses. They said they'll never replace a horse. You know what? They replaced the horse. Oh, they said all kind of things in the past. This ain't gonna work, and that ain't gonna work. But you know what? For me, this right here works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in behind where the camper is sitting right here. I'm just going to thin out all these little trees, all this little undergrowth stuff. Because I'd like, if we have guests and they stay in the camper, I'd like for them to be able to come back here and walk through the woods without having to climb over brush and snake infested stuff. So I think what I should do is move you here a little further away from the trees I'm about to cut down, just so that you won't get clobbered by a tree falling down. Now probably I should have grabbed me a pair of gloves, and I didn't. So I'll grab me a pair of gloves because it makes handling trees with tree sap and such easier if I have gloves on. So y'all just hold the thought right there, and I'll be right back. Just talk amongst yourselves till I get back. I say that's what I'm talking about. I don't need a big, gigantic, noisy chainsaw for that. This is enough, and enough is enough. I'd rather have this than that. I'm just saying. So y'all make your own decision about what works for you. That's what works for me right now, so. I'm just going to cut some more of these trees out because I'd like to be able to drive my lawnmower back in here and just kind of mow this every so often just so it doesn't go back up in these kind of weeds and brushes. That's my plan anyway. Let's give that a try. Okay? Okay.